Hi everyone, I've got the new Anastasia Stick Foundation. I'm going to demo it, share my first impression along with a wear test. So let's begin. This is described as a highly pigmented, buildable cream foundation stick with a natural matte finish, ideal for normal to oily skin types. So I fall under the oily, I guess, and normal because I have combination. Whereas I just get oily in the T-zone and everywhere else is kind of normal or dry depending on the weather. And I had a pretty nice experience on the Anastasia website because they had like swatches on real people and they had a description, and I thought that that was just genius. So I picked up the shade Amber, and Amber is described as a dark medium tan with warm undertones. And here's the model. I don't know, to me I was like, oh my god, yeah, that looks like my color. And just the description really helped a lot. I'm really happy about that because buying foundations online can be a little tricky. So here's what the packaging looks like. It's really pretty. You get 0.32 ounces, which isn't a lot, but I'm hoping that a little goes a long way. And I hope it matches, but we'll find out. And it retails for $25. So I've already prepped and primed my skin, freshly washed, serum, moisturizer. I went in with my MAC Refined Zone Treatment. This is a mattifying primer. I just put a little bit in the T-zone where I get a little oily, and then everywhere else with my Marc Jacobs Coconut Face Primer. So, moment of truth. I'm gonna do one side with my Beauty Blender and one side with a brush. Let's see. Very creamy. Okay. I'm using the Wayne Goss number 13 brush, and I'm just going to buff. So first thing is it blends very easily, it's very lightweight, very creamy, and I think the color is a good match as well, so yay for that. Okay, so this is what my skin is looking like with just one layer. You can still see some of my imperfections, especially this little stubborn guy right here, but this is what it looks like on the skin, and this is the side of my face that has nothing. I really like the way the brush blended it all in. So let's see how it goes with the Beauty Blender, and then I'll go in on this side again and build it up a little. All right. I think I like both sides with the application. The Beauty Blender is beautiful. The brush blended it so nice. I think because this foundation is so creamy and smooth that either method of application or blending is going to work out. Alright, I'm going to build it up on this side just a little bit so we can see how it builds. And then I'm going to set it and all that stuff. And this was the side with the brush. Just that one little mark that I have, I'm trying to hide it. Okay, now I'm happy. Alright, so it builds beautifully. The color, thankfully I picked the right one. Can't tell you how many times I buy foundations online and I'm like so off. But let me bring you in closer so you can see the finish on my skin before I set it. Honestly, it's giving off a little bit of luminosity, and I believe, what did it say? Buildable natural matte finish. Well, maybe when it sets, it'll. But here's what we look like. Great coverage. And it blended so nicely. Okay, I'm gonna do my concealer and set it with powder, and I'll be right back. So really quickly, I did a little concealer. I set this side of my face, and it sets beautifully. This side is not set. It's not dewy, it's very satin-like. I don't think this is going to dry down to a matte, and I feel like it's dry, but it sets beautifully. I use the by Terry Hyaluronic Hydra Powder, and I'm going to set the other side of my face and finish my makeup, and I'll be right back. So I just finished everything, and it's now 11:24. And I'm gonna go about my day, and I will check in periodically, but so far, so good. I think it looks beautiful. Let me finish my makeup, and I'll check in with you guys in a few hours. Hey guys! This is my first check-in. It is exactly 1 on the dot. So I've been wearing it for a few hours. Still feels amazing on my skin. Very happy about that. It hasn't oxidized. The coverage is beautiful. The finish is beautiful. Looking good. Here is what the foundation looks like on my skin after a few hours. I think it looks beautiful. Settled a little in my lines. That's very normal. I expected it. I expected that. Definitely won't hold it against the foundation. But looks good. All right, I'll see you in a few hours. Hey guys, it's currently 6:43 and I'm wearing it for a good amount of hours and I'm loving it. I think it still looks really beautiful on my skin. Yes, I'm getting a little shiny, but that's to be expected. I have an oily T-zone. So, I'm gonna take my Blatterizer real quick and kind of blot like I normally would. And I'm really liking it so far. All right, guys, I will check in with you one last time before I take it off tonight. Hey guys, it's currently 9:37. So I've given it a whole day of wear, and there's a smile on my face because I really am happy with it. Well, you don't understand. I have the foundations that I love and I use, but when I try a new foundation that works well with me, I'm happy. And I'm happy to say that the Anastasia stick foundation is bomb. It is so good. I'm so happy with it. Color's perfect. It blended beautifully. It wore all day beautifully. I'm gonna bring it in closer, show you what's going on my face, and kind of talk. So the first thing that I will discuss is the fact that I did get a little oily. My T-zone, but that's normal for me. I don't expect a miracle in the things that are normal for every day, all the time. My T-zone got oily. So what? I'm gonna blot, I'm gonna move on. But looking at the rest of my face, it looks beautiful on the skin. It feels beautiful on the skin. Here I have this area around my mouth where my smile lines that the foundation separated a little bit because it's sunk in the lines and the constant moving. Kind of something that happens on the regular for me in foundation. But overall, I really love the coverage. I think it looks beautiful. It wears beautiful. Oh, this is so backwards, but inside the box, after I already started everything, I found this little how-to pamphlet. And it suggests that when you apply the foundation, I know I should have done this before. It's okay, it's okay. It's me, you know, I'm a little backwards. Anywho, you're supposed to apply the foundation like to the center of the face and then blend it out versus, what did I do? Just did it everywhere and blended, but whatever, it worked. Okay, so if you have tried this foundation, I want to hear your thoughts. The goods, the bads, I want to hear it all. So I'm really happy with the foundation. I highly recommend it, just based on the performance that it gave me first initial time. Thank you so much for letting me share it with you. Be beautiful, guys. I will see you again soon.